Hey guys, here we go into a video talking about kind of why Amir Khan has no chance to win this fight. Nothing like against Khan, but this was just not the right fight for him to take, and I'm not sure why he took this fight if he's trying to line up a big fight with Brook. And I mean, maybe if he thinks he gets the title and then he gets to fight with Brook after, and because he's a champion he gets more of the purse split or what, I don't know, but I can almost guarantee that Khan's going to get knocked out in this fight. And here we go into why. Maybe. Here we go. So, right away, as you see, Khan not really active with his lead hand, right? Notice how he doesn't set his punches up. Just kind of watch his front foot, right? And he's going to step here, right? And he always steps with his punches, number one, right? So, number two, because he's not actively feinting, you can see he's not feinting. He's kind of moving his front hand, but look at the distance they're at. He shoots this shot, and Chris Algieri can easily see that shot coming. And even worse for Khan, he eats a counter jab after. So you can see right at the beginning of the fight, Khan already having problems with Chris Algieri. By the way, Chris Algieri, extremely underrated fighter. He's actually a really crafty fighter. He's really smart. He just doesn't have the experience to compete with people, on this highest stage, but very underrated. I would listen to anything that he said about anything. I think he's very intelligent. But anyway, the very next thing that Khan does after getting punched in the face, because he doesn't control himself on his way out, he runs back in and throws a combination, and then he holds his opponent's head down, right? So at least he learned, right? I don't think he's going to get away with this against Crawford. Crawford is, he's pretty mean, kind of a rugged guy. You kind of mess with him, you get a little, he's going to give you a little bit of that dog. But again, Khan not setting these shots up. Look at how far he steps to throw this 1-2. It's very predictable. It's very easy to see coming, and that's going to be a huge problem for Khan. Another thing that he has a very big problem with reacting to punches. As you see, he comes forward. And look at how Khan just immediately takes a step back, but he puts all his weight on his back leg without transferring his weight. So he still has weight on his left leg, but he doesn't turn his hips over to finish the weight transition, to put his weight on his right leg. So he kind of just stumbles. And that's going to be a huge problem for him against Crawford as well. Again, just stepping out there with his shots, not really being effective. Telegraphing these shots, again, stepping really hard with the shots. Boom. And, just a big flaw with his overall game plan, his overall tactic. Now, even when he's defensive and his opponent is coming after him and walking into range, Khan still steps with his punches and then winds up eating counters. And again, staying there on the line with his opponent, that's another problem that he has. He doesn't always move off like this. It will be really important that he does, because there might be times in the fight where his speed or his flashiness, kind of where he jumps in, Crawford covers up, or Crawford even gets caught with a shot, that Khan might be able to make the fight look competitive simply by having enough of these kinds of engagements, where he throws a couple shots, controls his head, and then pushes out, where Crawford might not be able to, catch him on the way in. But, again, as you see, always stepping with his punches, staying on the line, throwing a lot of punches. He's easy to catch, even when he is moving off the line, he's easy to catch. Getting caught with a counter here, even though he's taking a step back, he gets caught with that left hook. Really great control right here, though. I wanted to include this because he does a really good job. Boom, controls him with the forearm there, and then turns off and moves off the line. Now, in the second round, Algieri picks up on the timing and is able to slip that shot because Khan doesn't set his punches up, and then immediately also slip the next shot. He can see the shots coming, even though that one winds up being a body shot, but he counters Khan twice in this exchange, right at the beginning of the second round. Boom, easy shot, because, again, Khan telegraphs his shots, and he doesn't feint, he doesn't probe, he doesn't even know how his opponent's going to react. Now, the other big problem that Khan has, and this is really bad for Khan, is that he doesn't respond well to his opponents being in front of him. Look at how he slips, he fakes a right hand. That could have been a straight right hand right there, right into Khan's face. Khan doesn't even flinch. He comes up, rolls. Khan puts his glove out there a little bit to show control, a little bit. But then nothing, And then, obviously, that winds up working out for Khan, right? But look at all of the time he spends standing in front of his opponent doing nothing. He's not really feinting. But also, he only flashes his lead hand or uses a feint when he's going to follow it up with a shot. And that's another one of those really consistent things for Khan. These were a little bit out of order. I apologize. But the next one, again, getting back to Khan not reacting well to being in front of his opponent. Because he doesn't feint, because Khan doesn't feint, he doesn't control the space. He doesn't give his opponent different looks. You can see this sums up Khan very well. Just standing in front of his opponent. When punches do come at him, he doesn't know how to react. He's not in position. He's not ready for them. And that happens over and over in this fight. Boom. As you see Khan standing there, he gets easily feinted. And even though he doesn't see the shot coming, the first shot, he doesn't even react to the feint very well. He looks to counter it with the jab, even though he has no idea what his opponent's doing and winds up eating a big right hand. Because he doesn't control the space. He doesn't give his opponent different looks. Because he has such a static guard, he's an easy target. And his natural instinct is to counterpunch. Again, this is a great clip right here. Again, doesn't react very well. Eats a free jab to the body. And then, because he's feinting the jab to the body, Khan says, I'll just counterpunch, easy. And then winds up eating a right hand over the top of his counter. And again, doesn't react very well to his opponent. Right? Standing there. What is he doing, you guys? What is he doing? Come on, Khan. Feints him with that. Thinks it's going to be a double jab and catches him with the left hook. Great stuff. And again, baiting the counters. Again, Khan loves to counter his opponent's jabs. And that's something that Crawford is going to pick up on really quickly. And he's going to set traps just like this. Again, Algieri, very underrated fighter, you guys. His tools aren't as good as his opponent's. Again, Khan just standing in front of his opponent, eating a right hand for no reason. That clip should have been a little longer. But in the other corner, we have Crawford. And I've done film studies on Crawford before, if you guys want to check them out on the videos. This is his fight against Indongo. And this is how we know Crawford is an A-level fighter. He has an active guard. He sets his punches up. And he defends himself after he punches. Let me show you what I mean. So look at him right here. No static guard. He's leaning on the front foot. Oh, do you know you're in danger right now? Leaning on the back foot. And look at how he gives him a different look, changes guards. And look at how Indongo has to react, right? He sees him change levels here. Wait. He sees him change levels. And Indongo has to change levels, right? Gives him another look right here. Feinting, coming forward, right? Feinting with the jab. And then he sees, Indongo's trying to counter my jab. Right? Feinting, pressing forward, asking questions. And from this moment right here, he can see that Indongo is looking to counter him with the pull counter. Very similar to what Mayweather, but on the right hand. The next thing we know, Crawford sets his offense up. Now, one thing that we learned just there is that Indongo is looking to counter the right hand, right? Or pull away from it, pull all his weight on his back leg. So here, Crawford feints him and sees, he's coming for the uppercut. He's looking to counter my right hand in case I go for a 1-2. So then the next motion, he comes in, shoots the jab, and gets Indongo to do the same thing, catches him with the right hand and a left hand and a right hand to the body. Beautiful work from Crawford. Just absolutely incredible. Setting that combination up off of the first feint that he gives his opponent in here, boom, and walks him into those shots. And this is how you know he's an A-level fighter, you guys. And then the other one, coming forward, boom, boom, throws those shots, and then like Crawford, or like Khan, controls his opponent, right? Either you move off the line, you throw more punches, you pull your weight back, or you control your opponent. And see how he controls him? He doesn't hold him down there or put him in a headlock. He just says, he got under my shots, and as he's coming up, I agree with this on many, many levels also. If your opponent comes up, especially if they're taller than you and they got that, they're bringing their head up, they might headbutt you, so controlling their opponent when they slip under. But also, Indongo has no opportunity to counter here, right? He just controls him a little bit and then moves off. And that's how you know that Crawford is an A-level fighter. Now, the reason that he's going to beat Khan is because Khan steps with his punches. And as you see right at the beginning of the fight, Crawford already sees that coming. He sees those punches coming from Indongo. And you can see Indongo has a better active guard. Look at how Indongo comes forward. He feints on that front foot. Step. And he doesn't always punch, whereas Khan always punches. So it made this fight a little more complicated for Crawford because he didn't know if his opponent was feinting or going to commit to some punches. And that worked out really well for Indongo all the way up until the third round. But again, Crawford controlling the space as well, right? Feinting, giving different looks. Look how he has his active guard. He's slipping, changing levels, stepping forward, pressing, right? And look at how he just pops his glove out there just a little bit, even though they're far away, right? Oh, this clip was supposed to be before the other one. Now, this is the problem when you step with all your punches. And you'll see it with Khan right here. He's going to step with his jab, and he makes it really easy for Chris Algieri to time him. And that's because he always steps with his shots. Always, always, always. I don't know why those clips are showing again. But as we can see, Crawford has already fought this style of fighter before. Steps with his punches, he rolls the shot, and then comes back with a great shot to Indongo's face, right? Comes back with him kind of like a hook, an uppercut. You know, don't get caught up on the trajectory of the punch. A punch is a punch is a punch. But he sees that punch coming in the first round. This is in the first minute. He allows Indongo to come forward and comes out and counters him because he's stepping with his shots. And again, stepping with his shots, slipping that punch, going to the body right there. And again, pulling back, catching him with another counter. Again, this fight is going to be so easy for Crawford, it's ridiculous. He's already fought someone who does this, who fights like Khan does. He's not as fast as Khan, but he's actually probably a better fighter. Simply because he hides the fact that he's coming in much better than Khan does. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for anyone new to boxing, I have some really, really cool stuff coming out. I'm really, really excited about it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like my Facebook page. There's links in the description. And if you're new to the channel also, in the description there's links to what it takes to be an A-level fighter, probing, as well as like defensive tactics, the kinds of things that you want to work on. I think I have my active guard video in there too. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.